First of all, I'm so happy to be here with all of you, and really, it gives immense pleasure for me. And I went around the stalls and things like that. I could see the enthusiasm of our younger generation coming up with a lot of innovations and things like that. When we think about the innovation, it's a kind of sacred task. And when we think of technology, it's a sacred means to enable us to find solutions for the problems. And of course, there are a lot of talks about the recession and all. The startup ecosystem is coming up in a very big way. That's what I can see throughout our country as well as across the country. Because during the slush program that is conducted in Finland, we could see the startup ecosystem as a vibrant ecosystem. Similarly in GITEX. And prior to that, in Delhi, we had a conference and we met with so many people with a lot of motivation, enthusiasm, and creative ideas. At the same time, as rightly pointed out by the moderator, we have lot of opportunities. And now is the time to synergize and collaborate. That's a very important area that we need to look. Because India is such a huge country and we have a very big population, almost 1/5 of the global population. So as far as India is concerned, we excel in many areas, even in the field of technology, innovation, deep technology, emerging technologies, all these things are there. But when we practically think with regard to automation of the existing government systems or digitization of the system, we need a lot more to be done. As you take any department, you see agriculture, you see health or police or whatever it is, there is a good scope in these things. When I looked around these stalls, I could see many products that's really, really useful. It's ready to be put in use. And there can be a better coordination and collaboration within at least the southern states so that we can take forward and give opportunities for these people to come up in their businesses. That is one thing I can see. And really, there are certain products that states may require and states require actually. So these kind of what sharing or collaborating we can think about. And when you see, when we went to GITEX, even though we have lot of our people here, we never had a proper stall. And only Kerala had a good presence and Tamil Nadu has some presence. In few states, they don't have any presence over there. So at least next time, we can think of having a common pavilion so that all the states, at least state like Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh or whatever it is, who are all willing to come with us, can have a better place for us so that we can expose our things there and we can get a proper connection with the in such kind of expos and things like that. And when we think of a support system, as I told you, we can build up relationship with startup missions. We say, for example, Tamil Nadu startup mission is working, Kerala startup mission is working, in Telangana they have task, and Tamil Nadu another IT&D hub is going to come up, that we are going to deal with the deep technology and those kind of things. And we have certain research organizations like IIT, and we have our Anna University with us. A lot of private institutions, they have a lot of caliber. So we can, how we are going to utilize all these things by means of collaborating each other. That's an area that we can think about. And as far as the student partnerships are concerned, exchange of students. That will be a very nice thing that we can undertake. We can conduct hackathons, interstate level hackathons we can conduct, so that we can identify problems and we can try to solve the problems through conducting hackathons, giving chance to the young minds to work on that independently or jointly. That will be a very wonderful thing. Now, previously when I went to Coimbatore, a reputed college has hosted a program, hackathon program there. I inaugurated. Many states students have come and they had joint interactions. And out the outset, they all were telling about many good things about the sharing of their experiences, knowledge, skills and all. That's a very good thing I am saying. And another thing I can see, you see, in Kerala you have ICT Academy, in Tamil Nadu we have ICT Academy, and we have a lot of people working to fill the skill gap. Even in the startup ecosystem also, I can hear from a lot of startup CEOs that they face with a lot of talent. They need to talented people they want, but they are not getting the proper talent people. They are unable to connect them with research organizations. They are unable to connect with the investors. They are unable to connect with the venture capitalists. So all these things that a proper coordination can solve to some extent all these problems in at least in few ways. So that will be a good initiative. And previously we had a visit to Kerala and had 2 days with our Secretary IT and his team, and it's a very pleasurable memories for us. And still I continue with the contacts we had, and it's a nice thing. And I expect that we will collaborate in a better way to bring good results for both of our states. Even partner for the entire organization. And we have signed MOU with a few more countries with regard to presentation of papers, sharing of their experiences, people coming and putting stalls kind of thing that is going to happen. And we are expecting nearly 10,000 people from across the globe, including our country, to be participants. And more than 100 workshops are going to be conducted. It is planned in such a way. And more than 250 eminent speakers, global level speakers, are going to come and present their papers and speak on various important subjects related to the startup ecosystem and deep technologies. So in that way, we are planning in such a way that it should be it should attract the global attention, and it should have such standards. In that way we are working. And the second part about the IT&D hub, you see, one side we are talking about the unemployment problem. Other side, the industry requires a lot of talented people. So as far as I am concerned, you are all people from startup ecosystem. You see, there are 3 basic things you need. One is you need right funding, and the another one is the talent, and the next thing is a fitting product. Of these 3 things have to come together. You need proper funding, right funding, you need talent, and you need to have a fitting product. So all these things, this has to be connected with so many other things also. So when we take up deep technology, we need some kind of support system. I have met with so many startups in the past 1 year, have interacted with them. Many startups have their own problems. Funding, they have problems. Talent, they have problems. They talk about lot of attrition. They train people for 1 year or 2. They easily get away because they may be paying a low salary. But once they get the talent acquired from this, they will simply shift to other things. So all these kind of things are there. They may not be able to come up with the finished product which will suit the real requirement of the thing. So there should be some kind of work, consistent work that has to be done to enable these people to come up and flourish. So keeping this in mind, keeping in the emerging technologies and deep technology avenues, how we are going to support the people who are in the innovation and who are um, coming up as entrepreneurs. The, we got into the idea of conceptualizing this ITNT hub, that is Tamil Nadu Technology Hub. This is going to be established in the Anna University campus, and we are working a lot on that. And moreover, many countries have signed an MOU with us as partners for collaborating in deep tech areas. That is the thing that is going to happen. And really, of course, as we both have already mentioned, we are ready to support, extend any kind of support. Now, of course, I went around the stalls and few things that is really amazing. I told them, please come and meet me. I will get you connected with our departments, such as social welfare department and other departments concerned. So these kind of things, as we have enormous potentials. India is a country in digitization are giving the benefits of the technology to the common people. We are lagging behind, and we ourselves need lot of things to do. A lot of scope is there for the startups. Even they can contribute to our country. So one side you see, we have lot of problems. Now I was reading a magazine, and one Israeli innovator, he has written about his own experience. He got into an accident, and he was met with a he got with a blood hemorrhage, and a tumor has developed in his brain. And doctors have told him it's very critical and you will survive, but day by day your health will go down and mentally also you will get problems. So he has taken such a challenge and he was keeping on working on that, and he has succeeded by finding a product finally to get those kind of tumors operated in the best way possible. Now this has given life to thousands and thousands of people across the world. That is what his testimony is. So when you look at the Indian society, there are millions of people, they are looking for meeting out their day-to-day life in a better and easier way. So lot of technology intervention is needed. Lot of innovations are needed in various fields, in fintech, in meditech, in agrotech, and in all the areas we need. So all these things, it is an encouragement for us. It gives a positive mindset for us that we have a good scope in our own country. So with all these things, we'll be working together and we will find new avenues for our young generations to come together.
Right, sir.
In every district, you will be having good education institutions. So that is a good thing that we have. And similarly, you take the wage in any place, the people will be having, or the income level, everything will be as good as, and it is more than, better than any other state of the country. So this is, of course, what you asked is the right question. And of course, Kerala and Tamil Nadu have that privilege. Actually, this is the area we are now thinking of collaborating, because Kerala also has a very vibrant startup ecosystem, and Kerala is working consistently on that to improve the situation. Of course, if there is a mutual understanding, we can work in a better way to come out with better results. As I rightly told you in my previous talk, there are so many products you have that can be marketed in Tamil Nadu. Similarly, the startups in Tamil Nadu may have certain products that can be marketed in Kerala. Those kind of things we can really explore. I can tell you a very simple example. I went through the stalls and I saw one or two things. They deals with the disability. Say for example, for the deaf people, and the kind of thing for physically challenged people. So these kind of things, it's quite easy. I can just connect them to the departments concerned. In Tamil Nadu, we can talk about the thing. If they can come out with a good product, why not? Because um, we can facilitate those kind of things through the Tamil Nadu Startup Mission and through Kerala Startup Mission and through the IT department. We can think of exploring these kind of possibilities. Of course, each state may need these kind of solutions. So if something is in place, why can't we support? We can. We can explore the possibilities. Sure.